Today, you will face a frightening experience, and the repercussions of your response will be felt for centuries. You live in the brutal world of the Upper Paleolithic. In the struggle for survival, you must fight off bears, wolves, and saber-toothed tigers, wearing clothes you made yourself from animal skins using stone tools. But today, you face a terrifying new threat, a volcanic eruption. What's going on? Your senses are assaulted. The black smoke, the smell of sulfur, the taste of ash, the heat of magma, the shaking ground. You are terrified. So you run and run, not stopping even as the heat of volcano veins and the temperature drops below zero. At last, having traversed almost the length of a marathon, you return to the comforting safety of your cave. Finally, you are home, and after you have gathered yourself and collected your thoughts, what you do next is just amazing. On the walls of the cave, you capture a crude rendering of the experience that you have just endured. Then you use those rough paintings to teach your community a story about resilience and survival. These events actually took place 36,000 years ago in what is today Ardèche, a department in France. The cave paintings were made at the time of the eruption, only 22 miles away from the site of the volcano. The event was so significant and memorable for the people living at the time that they wanted to document it through their artwork. And this painting, on the wall of limestone in a cave in France, is the oldest representation of storytelling we have found thus far. In ancient times, storytelling was essential to shaping our understanding of the world and ensuring survival. Not only of the cave painters, but of humanity itself. In fact, storytelling is still essential today. Let's look at an interesting case that is a bit more recent than the Upper Paleolithic era. You may remember the internet browser war that took place in the late 20th century. The first combatant, Netscape Navigator, was quickly pulverized by Microsoft with its free-of-charge browser Internet Explorer. Microsoft was so confident of victory that in October 1997, the release team placed a 10-foot-tall E logo on Netscape front lawn, with a sign attached that read, "From the IE team, we love you." Less than 10 years later, after dominating the search engine space, Google came to the internet browser war with Chrome. Google ultimately won that war against IE, thanks to Chrome's combination of speed, simplicity, security, compatibility, and a series of innovative features. But hey Microsoft, at least Google did not insult you with a 10-foot-tall, colorful morph ball on your front lawn. The Metroid fans will understand. What's a takeaway for all of us? As species or as a business, our survival depends on how to adapt and evolve quickly. That requires careful observations of your surrounding and the ability to communicate your message effectively to your tribe. Microsoft failed to observe and tell a series of compelling stories about performance, devoting more resources to improving the speed of their web browser, compatibility, making sure IE was fully compatible with popular web applications and services, user experience, telling a story about how to remain simple, user-friendly, and customizable, security, doing more to improve the security of IE and reassure users that their data is safe, branding, doing more to rebrand IE and position it as a modern, innovative browser, perhaps by giving it a new name and visual identity. Maybe divided upper management, as was reported at the time, prevented a proper course correction. But regardless of your business environment, the key takeaway remains the same. When facing adversity or potential competitor threats, it will always be worth going the extra mile, or 22 miles in that case, to capture the relevant information and influence your tribe as effectively as possible. Unfortunately, you cannot tour the original Chauvet cave today, but luckily, if you ever visit the department of Ardèche, you can visit a near-perfect replica and marvel at the one of the most important gifts mankind has ever left for itself. It tells us something important about how we approach our own storytelling journey using data. We start by collecting information, memorizing what our senses recorded, and storing that results, whether that's a cave painting, an infographics, or a slide deck. Then we leverage storytelling, gathering our tribe by the fire, having them feel the message that we have come to share. How do we make that today? Next time, we'll take an in-depth look at how to leverage your data to create the most compelling story for your company. And what about you? Do you have a favorite example of a time that storytelling led to a successful outcome? Tell us about it in the comments below. For more stories about how to leverage the power of stories, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. There is more to discover on my channel, so please check out this video. Thank you and see you soon.